What's up, guys? It is Spooky Noodles, and I am back with another video today. We got a thrift store find and a small little book mail, so let's just hop into it. I want to be really quick because I'm a little tired. That being said, it's probably going to be a long video, so we will see. But, alright, let's just hop into it. So first, after I get past the shirts that I bought at Salvation Army, I got The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. And this is obviously the movie tie-in version, I think. Or not tie-in, but it has the cover from the movie. So I'll read it really quickly, and then you guys can decide if this is something you guys would like to read. It's only 164 pages, so it's a small novel. But here we go. Author Kipps is an up-and-coming London solicitor who is sent to Crythan Gifford, a faraway town in the wind-swept salt marshes beyond Nine Lives Causeway, to attend the funeral and settle the affairs of a client, Mrs. Alice Darblow of Eel Marsh House. Wow, these are really hard names to pronounce. Odd names, you know. Mrs. Darblow's house stands at the end of the causeway, wreathed in fog and mystery, but Kipps is unaware of the tragic secrets that lie hidden behind the sheltered windows. The routine business trip he anticipated quickly takes a horrifying turn when he finds himself haunted by a series of mysterious sounds and images. A rocking chair in a deserted nursery, the eerie sound of a pony and a trap, the child's scream in the fog, and most terrifying of all, a ghostly woman dressed in all black. So that's The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. Let me move some stuff over so I can make some room for these books. Alright, next we have, just at random, Tommyknockers. I'm not going to talk about any of these Stephen King books, but the Tommyknockers, it's, if you're a fan of Stephen King, you'll know what this is about. I have no idea what it's about, though, and honestly, this is just a copy that I bought, you know, at a Salvation Army. If I was like, I don't know, I don't know what possessed me to buy this. I honestly have a better cover, or not cover, but I have a better paperback copy, so yeah. Alright, next, and I'm pulling these at random, by the way, you can tell I'm doing that. Next, I have a really good copy of the Oxbow Incident, which is going to replace my copy, which is actually, my other copy is a pretty good one. If I can get the sticker off this one, I'm keeping it. That's what I decided. So, this is either going to go to my friend, or a friend who's into westerns, or I'm just going to do a giveaway. I don't know. If you guys are up for westerns, you know, in a horror giveaway, let me know. Obviously, this has nothing to do with horror, but it's a horrifying story about 3 people who are blamed for the deaths of somebody. And I don't want to give too much away, but the movie was amazing. And I have to read the book eventually. And it looks like I was able to get the sticker off cleanly. So it's The Oxbow Incident by Walter Van Tilburg Clark. And this one is a very, very sad story, actually. You know, I enjoyed it a lot. It doesn't really have a synopsis, I don't think, on the back. But, yeah, it takes place in Old West, and it's about these 3 people, I think, who are accused of the murder of somebody that they can't find. Someone said that he watched someone shoot someone in a field, and everyone believed him, and they went to go find him and hang him for his crimes, but he insists, what's the word I'm thinking, insists that he didn't do it, and, yeah, not gonna give away the ending, but amazing book. But if I say it's sad, you know, you might know the ending. Next is Stephen King and the Drawing of 3, and I think this is the second book in the Stephen King, Dark Tower series, I think. It has this sticker on it, but luckily the sticker came off very easily. I'm not sure what I think this is the sequel to that book. I think. I always get it wrong. So let me check here. Yeah, I think this is the sequel to the Gunslinger book, Dark Tower, this Gunslinger. So, the drawing of 3, and then I think next is Wastelands, but I could be wrong. I want to give this one a try one day, this whole series, the Dark Tower series. And this is one I actually don't own yet, so yeah, I thought this was a good find, and it's not that bad of condition. I mean, it's not good, but, you know, as long as, I haven't really checked the inside of the pages, but as I'm flipping through this, I don't see any people drawing in it, so that's a good sign. So the drawing of 3 by Stephen King, part of the Dark Tower series. Alright, next we have another Stephen King book, I bet. Yep. This is Dark Tower book number 4, so this comes probably after Wasteland, I think. Let me check, because they should have a thing in here that says what comes next, you know. Yeah, Dark Tower, here we go. Or no, hold on. I'm looking through it. Dark Tower 3, Wastelands. I was right about that. So this is the 4th one. So Dark Tower 2 is the drawing of 3, so I was correct. This is Wizard and Glass. I'm not sure if I already own this one, but this one is a really good condition if I can get this damn sticker off. Someone really pressed this sticker down, but I got it. It's always dangerous peeling off stickers off books. You know the feeling, but yeah, this is a Wizard and Glass, Dark Tower number 4. Spine isn't broken at all. So this is a good looking book. And oh wait, did I just see a picture? Or did someone draw in the book? Oh, I'll be so bummed if someone drew in the book. I think, or drew in the book. I'm a writer, guys. Yeah, I think it was just an image. I don't know what it was. But yeah, this is one I'm probably going to keep if I have any interest in the Dark Tower. So yeah. Again, not going to tell you what the Stephen King books are about. Next, I think, is another Stephen King book, just based on the decent size of this. This is 4 Past Midnight. Another good-looking copy, if I can get the sticker off. Oh, the sticker came off like that. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, this is 4 Past Midnight. It's a little dusty. It's 4 Past Midnight by Stephen King. This one is huge. Even has illustrations in it, I think. Like, boom, right there. So, that's pretty neat. The font's a little small, but not too small, you know, not, like, impossible. This one has stories like The Langoliers, which I'm looking at currently. Let's see here. If they have a table of contents page. Yes, they do. So, this book contains, The Langoliers, Secret Window, Secret Garden, The Library Policeman, and The Sundog. I did not know it contained such long stories. These are novels, man. He wrote novels in this collection. What the hell? Like, the first story, Langoliers, is 234 pages long. Like, holy smokes, you know? That's a book. Why'd you put it in a collection? That's crazy, man. But Langoliers and the Library Policeman are 2 stories by Stephen King I really want to read. I just found out about the Library Policeman looking through the table of contents. It just sounds interesting. It gives me a Ray Bradbury feel to it, you know. And then you have the, of course, The Langoliers, which was made into a movie, which I hear stunk. But yeah, 4 Past Midnight, really good condition. Better than any condition book I think I own with that copy. And then I think the last 2 books here are not Stephen King related. I lied, because this is Stephen King related. This is a Memoir of the Craft, which I do not own. It has this nice Kmart sticker on the back, which if you don't know what Kmart is, it might be only a Midwestern thing. So they're out of business now, though, I believe. And it has this nice little sticker on it that says that I got it for 99 cents. This thrift store was kind of expensive, you ask me, because usually I'm used to spending like 25 cents on books in thrift stores. But this thrift store paid, like, this was a good find for thrift store books, you know. But they paid a lot of money for their, or they make you pay a lot of money for their books. I mean, 99 cents isn't that much, but, you know. But I got this one because it's about writing. And if you know me, you know that I am a writer. So this is a memoir on the craft. I don't know if he talks about writing in this book at all, but he definitely probably talks about his career as a writer and stuff like that. And there's 2 forewords. There's actually 3 forewords. I hope there's not another one. So I'll read the first paragraph for you guys because I'm interested in the first paragraph too. So, I was stunned by Mary Carr's memoir, The Liars Club, not just by its ferocity, its beauty, and by her delightful grasp of the vernacular, but by its totality. She is a woman who remembers everything, but her early years. So, yeah, that's the memoir on the craft. I doubt I'll keep this one if it's not about writing, it says on writing, but I'm not sure if that's what it is. But I think this is the one that a lot of writers say to read if you want to become a reader or something like that, or a writer. So I saw it and I was like, I immediately grabbed it thinking I was going to really want it. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't know how much I want this book. So maybe I'll send it to my friend who really wants to be a writer as much as I do. And maybe he can read it and pick up some tidbits, and maybe he can tell me a little bit here and there. But I have a few writing friends, so especially friends that haven't released anything yet. So yeah, maybe I'll give it to them. So that's On Writing, a memoir by Stephen King. And then this is the last Salvation Army find book, and it's not a bad one if I can get these damn stickers off. Oh, these stickers are going to be hard, too, because they're old. I mean, the first sticker's not old, but it's on top of an old sticker, so... Oh, if I can get this old sticker off, that's going to be so great. I hate stickers, guys. I hate people putting stickers on books. Like, it just destroys the book. It does no good for anybody. And I have no nails. This sucks. I bite my nails off, so I know it's kind of gross. But, it's not a nervous habit. It's just kind of like when I'm not doing anything, like I'm in like, what do you call that? When I'm in I can't think of the word. It's been I've been having a hard time remembering words lately, so give me a break. I've been writing so much lately that my mind is it's fried. But I've been in like a standstill, basically. I can't think of the word, but my brain hasn't been functioning right. And yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. But anyways, this damn sticker won't come off. I hate stickers, man, and I have no fingernails to get this off. And I know you guys are probably dying to know what this is, and it's not even that big of a deal for a book. But I think I found it, and it was a good find if I can get this damn sticker off. Oh, it's coming off. It's kind of coming off, and I think I ripped the cover a little bit. But you know what? I can't stand stickers. Like, it's just part of me. I have to take them off. So I damaged the cover a little bit, but I almost got the sticker off. You will see the book in like 22 seconds, so don't worry. I can't actually promise 22 seconds because I'm about to show it now. This is Riders of the Purple Sage by Zane Grey, who is a well-known Western author, an old Western author. He wrote like over like 200 books, I think. Like the books like he's written. This book came out, let's see here. This is a copyright from 1912 when Zane Grey wrote it. Oh, hold on. Is this a collection of stories? Oh my gosh, if this is a collection of short... No, it's not. Okay, it's just a book. It's a book. It says the greatest Western classic of all time. Sorry, I got an itch in my ear. I don't know what's up with that. I know I'm gross. I'm so gross. First time in paperback, the greatest Western classic of all time, Riders of the Purple Sage. And this is a pocket book, a pocket west, it says. And it says it first came out in 1912. Copyright by his daughter or someone, his niece maybe, Lena Elise Gray. So one of his relatives in 1940. And this book came out in 1980. So this is definitely not a first edition. But regardless, I'm looking forward to reading a Zane Grey book one day. I have a few Zane Grey books, I think. I can't find any of them at the moment, but I know I have some. Oh, here's one. The Arizona Clan by Zane Grey. I have that one. I have all my science fiction and my westerns all mixed up because one day my mom and I were moving things across the room, and she didn't realize that they were in order, and now they're just everywhere. Like science fiction and westerns are just together. Oh, there's one. I think it's called Buzzard Bait by Jory Sherman, which I really want to read because it's so small, and I can't wait to get back into the western mood. When I want to read westerns again, because I have a lot of westerns I need to read, and I have another Jory Sherman book. I'm just seeing now. I'm trying to see where all my Zane Greys are, but I'm not really seeing any Zane Greys. That's kind of weird. I have the Jack Schaefer book called Shane that I want to read with my friend. I gave him a copy, but you know what? I don't know. I don't know if my friend's into westerns at the moment. It was a fad. The splatter westerns were coming out. I think there was 3 books out at the time, and me and my friend, I don't know if he really wants me shouting him out like this, but me and my friend Josh were like really into westerns at the time, and we wanted to write our own westerns, and it's kind of a cute idea. I even wrote about 20 pages of a western. It was like a revenge tale about a guy who it's just your classic regular splatter western, I guess. Well, I called it a horror western because I wasn't really sure what splatter was when they say splatter western. Is that splatter punk, or is that just gory western? So I don't know what that means. I have a few of the western books, the splatter western books, on my Amazon Fire tablet, and I plan on getting around to them soon. But for now, I don't really have any interest in reading them. There's a few authors that wrote splatter westerns that I do want to check out. Like Chris Miller wrote Dust, and I really want to check that one out. Patrick C. Harrison III wrote Savage Breed, I think, which a lot of people actually did not like. At least all the people from Nightmare Worms reviews, they didn't really care for it. But then again, that makes me want to check it out more because, like, what they're complaining about isn't really anything to complain about, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Like, they're saying it's racist and stuff like that. And it's like, it was written in a time where racism existed. So, like, yeah. I think Wile E. Young did a really good job with The Magpie Coffin. And then The Hunger on the Chisholm Trail by M. Ennenbach, I think, was fantastic. I gave Magpie Coffin 5 stars. I gave 4 stars to The Chisholm Trail. And then Dust is the third one. I was going to read them all in order, but there's this new one called The 13th it's spelled different than it should be, but that's because it's a western splatter book. But it's called The 13th Coyote, and it's spelled K-O-Y, or Coy-T is what it's really spelled, like K-O-Y-T-E, I think it's spelled, when it's really supposed to be C-O-Y-T-I-E, I think. Wow, I can't spell coyote. Oh my gosh, man. It's been a long day. It's been a really long day. It's not a word that I use often. I don't really say coyote and spell that a lot, so I don't know why I would think I know how to spell it, but I'm a writer, guys. But I'm going to read the synopsis for the Riders of the Purple Sage. I don't know if I read the synopsis for the other Western book. Oh, I didn't, because it was the Oxbow Incident. I didn't want to ruin it for you guys, but I kind of did, so, yeah, see, I'm, like, at a standstill, and I'm chewing my nails. I'm sorry, guys, I'm so gross. But, here's something. 1,200,000 copies sold in hardcover. Riders of the Purple Sage is the greatest Western ever written. Frank Grubber. Dirty dealings. Here's the synopsis, by the way. Lassiter was a gunman with a reputation as black as his clothes, and a mighty vengeance to fulfill. Jane Witherston was a homesteader on the Utah frontier, the richest woman in the Mormon village of Cottonwoods. But that fortune was in danger. The Mormons wanted her to marry Elder Toll, and they had more in mind than the good of her soul. They wanted control of Amber Spring, the precious water that gave verdure to the wild purple wasteland. When their methods of persuasion turned dirty, Jane found it hard to defend herself against the entire town. But that was before Lassiter rode in, strapped on his famous guns, and stood up to the angry mob. Gray's place, numero uno, Will Henry. So that is Riders of the Purple Sage by Zane Grey. Very nice copy, I like to think. It's old, obviously. It's from 1980. Like, literally, 1980, it says. So, yeah, it's an old copy. It's over 40 years old. Well, I say over because we're almost in 2021. I don't actually... It came out in July, I think it said, yeah, it says July 1980. So, when we reach July of 2021, it will be over 40 years. So... That is the Riders of the Purple Sage by Zane Grey. And now we are down to the book mail. So that was the Salvation Army... Oh, not Salvation Army finds, but that is the thrift store finds. Now I got a burp. Excuse me. And now we're on to the book mail. So I only got one book in the book mail today. So that's why you're not seeing a traditional book mail video. But I thought this was a good book to shout out anyways, because... This one sounds fantastic, and I don't know anything about this author, but I do know about the Rewind or Die series. I've been really into collecting some of their books. And yeah, this is the cover, by the way. Renee Miller, The Blood Lake Monster. This is Rewind or Die number 12. And let me read you the back. Alright. Maribel Daniels is weeks away from escaping her hometown, but vanishes while walking home from work. The same night, a truck overturns on a bridge, spilling chemicals into the lake and turning the water red. Her sister, Anya, returns years later to find out what happened to Maribel. But every truth she uncovers... I said tooth. Every truth she uncovers reveals another lie. When she finally solves the mystery of her sister's disappearance, Anya realizes she's the only one who can put an end to the Blood Lake monster. Is she willing to sacrifice everything for the town that ruined her life? I don't know. This is Unnerving Publishing, which I hope to one day be published by, but they're currently not looking for work in 2020 or 2022. Or 2020 or 2021. At least that's what I understand. They were, but then they just cut off the submissions recently, I think. I think in November they decided to hit the brakes and not accept any more books. I think. Don't quote me on that. I was paying attention for a while there, but then I fell off the wagon because I didn't think I had any work that was good enough to be published. But now I'm at that point where I think a little better of myself and my writing. Not saying that I'm a great writer or anything like that, but I think a little better for myself. And I think, even if the book stinks, you ain't gonna get published if you don't try. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna take a shot soon, and I'm gonna attempt to get a novella. I was about to say novel, but a novella published. But by who, I don't know. Someone who's gonna go out and put a little bit money out there, to buy my book and then mass market it. I would be okay with splitting royalties, but at the same time, if you're not good at marketing and I don't even know what your publisher's name is, then I'm probably not gonna choose you, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, it would be nice to get a little bit of a payout, if anything, if I were to get like $20 or $50 and then split royalties, then I'd totally do that. I would like a little bit more than $20 or $50, but I got a sticker on my finger. Hold on one second. I would like more than just that much money, but like if someone were to offer me $200 for my book, I'd up and give them the money, and then they could have all the profits. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not the smartest thing, but it's probably smart to split royalties. But at the same time, I want that security blanket. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm just splitting royalties with you, then I'm not going to be like, why wouldn't I just self-publish, at that point? The only reason you go with a publisher is to get that security blanket, for one, and then marketing for two. You know what I'm saying? So like Grindhouse Press or Deadheads Press or Unnerving Press or Books or whatever they're called. There's just so many good ones out there. But then there's I've been getting contacted by some people who are like, oh, if you let us publish your book, we'll split royalties with you. And I understand where they're coming from. It's not like everyone has pockets full of money that they can just throw at authors and stuff. But at the same time, if you're not good at marketing, like no one knows who your publisher is, I'm not gonna split royalties. You're gonna have to put out a little bit more money. I'm sorry, and I'm not saying that I'm like Stephen King or anything like that. I'm not Ronald Kelly, or I'm not Wrath James White. All these other authors that I look up to. Aaron Beauregard, for instance, even though Aaron Beauregard's not published, he's self-published, I think. That being said, I just a little security blanket and a pat on the back. Basically, that's what being paid like $50 is a pat on the back. Like, okay, we'll choose you. Here's $50. Do what you want with it. And yeah, if you pay me $50 though, and then we split royalties, you're gonna have to let me choose the cover and stuff like that. Like what I'm saying. Like, yeah. But if you pay me $200 and then say we're gonna split royalties, like, that's mind-boggling to me. But if that's what you're saying we're gonna do, then I will. I'll probably do it. 200 plus royalties. You could do whatever the fuck you want to my book at that point, as long as you don't change the interior story at all. Like, editing's one thing, but content editing, fuck that. Like, don't tell me what not to write, I don't know why I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here, but yeah, I'm looking for publishers right now. I'm not done with any of my work at the moment. I have a bunch of novellas. I am editing my second draft of Take Me From Here. I already paid my editor half the money I need to pay her to edit the story. I thought the story was ready to edit, and then when I went to go send it to her, I re-looked at it, and I looked at it with different eyes, and I realized that it definitely needs a lot of work. So I'm halfway through the book now, and I kind of got bored reading my own work, not gonna lie. When you already know what's gonna happen, in your own book, it's not really fun, Writing is fun because you don't really know what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you're one of those guys who ride by the seat of your pants, but, which I am. I'm a, what do you call it, pantser. I write, I, of course, take notes because I need to know things like characters' height, weight, color of hair, likes, dislikes, views, you know what I'm saying? And I'll write ideas like, oh, you should have a moment in your story where someone slips on a banana peel and dies. You're brilliant, Nick. But I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen in any of my stories. But yeah, I write notes, but I'm a pantser. I don't have like a story web or a storyboard or something like that telling me what the plot has to happen. I tried doing that once where I knew how the story was going to end, and I was bored writing it because it's like reading while writing, It's like I'm reading what I'm writing, and I'm entertained, and I want to know what's going to happen next. Sorry, I want to know what's going to happen next. My computer. By the way, my phone is dying, so I got to hurry this up. So I want to know what happens next, and then I get to write it, which is awesome. So, yeah. But yeah, kind of went on a little bit of a tangent there, a writing tangent. But yeah, this is Renee Miller's Blood Lake Monster, part of the Rewind or Die series. I was going to save this book for a book mail maybe in a couple of days when I get more books in the mail. I have a book in New Jersey. Well, 3 books in New Jersey. Then I have 1 book in Pennsylvania, 1 in like Iowa, another one in Denver. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take a while for me to get any more books. So I was going to hold off on showing this one off. But dude, I am so excited about this one. I'm excited about this whole Rewind or Die series. Like, where has this been, I'm super stoked to like read these books. I'm probably going to start with the Haley Piper story because I've been hearing so much about the Worms and Her Kings or something like that. I forget what the book's called. Uptown Horror Reviews did a review on it. So I want to read something by her. And of course, I should probably read the book that everyone's been raving about. But I want to read one of her earlier things, So I'm going to go and read Benny Rose and the Cannibal King. Or is it just Benny Rose, the Cannibal King? Well, it's probably that second one. But, yeah, this is Renee Miller, the Blood Lake Monster. Or just Blood Lake Monster. I have predictions of how I think this is going to be a very predictable book. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Now, it might be a little bit like who killed who type thing, which might be fun. But at the same time, I think you know what's going to happen. Like, I mean, they kind of insinuated what happens on the back in the synopsis. Like, she goes, Maribel disappears, and then one day something spills into the lake and then creates a Blood Lake Monster. So something happened to her. She was dumped in a lake. Then chemicals run through the lake, and now she's a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insinuated on the back that's what happens. So her sisters come into town to see who killed her. But the problem is, who did it, Was it the town? Was it a specific person? Was it a group of people? Was it a serial killer? Was it her, and she didn't even know it? Was it her family? Or did she commit suicide? Like, what is it? You gotta know. So that's the mystery at hand, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun reading this book. Even though I know that the Blood Lake Monster, what it is, but that's not a big of a deal. I really want to read this book. It is like 162 pages, 164 pages, my bad. And it's going to be a lot of fun. A little fun novel. I know a lot of people are like, novels are 200 pages, but to me, anything above 150 pages is a novel. Actually, to me, anything above, what was it? Is it 40 or 50,000? I think it's 50,000. Anything over 50,000 words is a novel. But you don't know what the word count is in these kind of books. You know what I'm saying? And I think this one is edited the same as the other ones. I complained about that. Yeah, this is one that edited just like the other ones. But, formatted, I should say. But, yeah, I complained a little bit about that. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It's the story inside that counts. And I can't wait to read it. So, and yeah, this is Unnerving Books. I don't know if I already said that or not. And yeah, so those are my books I got. I should be doing an ebook haul soon. Don't know when, don't know why. But I have a lot of ebooks that I need to catch you guys up with. So I hope you guys don't mind that I do that. My laptop's booting back up, so I'm sorry if you hear like a churning noise or something. But, yeah. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night. I wish I could talk longer with you guys. It has been 35 minutes, even though I said it was going to be a quick video, and here we are at 35 minutes, and it wasn't a quick video, and I apologize. And I am cold, guys. I got to roll up these sleeves. Oh, by the way, I got a new hoodie. It says NASA. I love NASA. I know a lot of people think that we should not be funding NASA and going to space and stuff like that, but I think it's kind of important because, well, I have nightmares that one day we will, I don't know, the sun will be threatened to blow up, or a meteorite will be ready to collide with us, or hell, maybe we can see a comet from, like, God trillion miles away, and I can't think of a large number, so I just threw in God and trillion, so I made up my own word. Unless that's a real word, then that's awesome. But if we could see a comet coming at us, we're doomed, But if we excel at science and space travel, then maybe one day we can find a way to live in space, like we kind of are already doing. We have a space center in orbit. So yeah, that's why NASA is so important. I know a lot of people are like, it's just flying people to space. What's the big deal? Why are we pumping a lot of money into this? And NASA does more than just that. But I get where people are coming from. I would rather save the planet than go to space. But at the same time, I do think it's important. You know what I'm saying? But that's my little, I don't know, TED Talk. I got to plug in my phone before it dies, and I need to write a little bit more, and I'm actually really tired, so I'm probably going to take a nap. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I already said this, didn't I? Whatever. Have a spooky night, guys. Have a really awesome night, guys. I really hope every one of you has a really good end to 2020. I don't think I'm going to watch the countdown tomorrow. It's not that important to me. The transition into a new year. What is a year? What is years anyways? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the repeat of the seasons, like that stuff, but like time is kind of relative when it comes to like calendars. Like it's like, what are we even formed that on? Like, it's 2020, but like, that we count up from BC, you know what I'm saying, or AD or whatever, which I think is like before Christ and after death, or I could be wrong, and it's like before the Common Era or something like that. I forget. BCE is before the Common Era, I think. But anyways, yeah, they have like, I don't know, that whole thing about how they used to count down. Like, how do you know something happened in 35,000 BC? You know what I'm saying? BCE? Like, how do you know that? Like, what were they dating things with? You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't counting upwards or downwards, they weren't counting down to something. So why would they date something like that? They have their own calendars, I know that. I'm not stupid, but it just makes me wonder sometimes. Like, today I was wondering why snow is white, like is it because there's no color dye in the sky or something like that? Like, why wouldn't it be translucent like rain? You know what I'm saying? These are just stupid thoughts I have all the time. I'll look up why snow is white, or you guys can tell me why snow is white. I'm sure it has to do with the lack of color, or something like that, because I mean, snow is formed by raindrops. Maybe it gets its color from the clouds. I don't really kind of know how snow is white, like, that's just, there you go. There's your little head scratcher for today. Why is snow white? Snow White. Yes, Snow White. I'm so stupid. It's probably something so obvious, but But anyways, my phone's about to die, so I gotta go. All right, peace out, guys.